Hello Libra, welcome to your 2021 Release and Receive reading with me, Cindy. So we are going to look in Libra to 2021. I'm sure we're all anticipating the new year. I'm going to start with my Energy Oracle deck. And I'm going to pull a card. The first card that I pull out is going to be the overall energy or theme for your 2020 year. Okay, my nose is already itchy, so who knows what's trying to come in. For the theme, the overall theme, energy of 2021 for you. And then I'm going to ask with the same deck what you're releasing and what you're going to receive for 2021. Then I'm going to go into my Moonology deck. It's funny, like I'm getting all these repeats. I shuffled these cards, and all the cards that were out in the readings that I just did, excuse me, are showing themselves on here. It's kind of funny. But with this deck, I'm going to ask, what is the most significant emotional moment for you in 2021? And it kind of seems to be linking into the overall energy, which is interesting, but I guess really, why not? And then after I pull that out, I'm going to continue to develop the spread with another Oracle deck and Tarot. Now, there is a link at the, there is an extended that you can go to. I really shouldn't say at the end of this because it's a completely separate reading. Because I want this one to be kind of whole and complete, and this is it. You don't need to go anywhere and get anything more out of this. You're going to get everything right here with the 2020 Release and Receive. What I did create, if anyone is interested in going there, is a 2021 success spread. So it's a 5-card spread. And there are, I developed the reading through that for you. And the link is at the top of the description if you're interested in going to see a 2021 success spread for you and your sign. Sorry, I'm like all phlegmy right now. I got this new salsa. It's really good. I remember what it's called. Like it's one of those off the wall ones. Like it's not a big brand name. And it's got like beans and also it's so good, this salsa, but it's a little spicy. But I'm not usually one that's real big on real spice and too spicy, because I find most of the time when things are too spicy, there's not really a lot of flavor there. It's like that's all it has to show off. The salsa is not like that. I'm so sorry, Pat. I can't remember what it is. And you're probably like, well, what is this? Well, I think there's a picture of a couple guys on a motorcycle or something on it. But it's so flavorful, but because it is spicy, I find spicy stuff kind of makes me phlegm up. Anyway, so I'm sorry about that. That's the only reason I'm like, I know this is not the time of the year to be like hacking up a lung on YouTube right now. I'm sorry. The overall energy theme. Overall energy theme for Libra for 2021. What is the overall energy theme for Libra for 2021? The overall energy, there you go. Ooh, the man holding a coin. It's like the King of Pentacles. The overall energy theme for your reading is great stability, profitability, balance, grounding. There could be I want to say the development of who you are into something like who you are now, this being taken to a new level. And that could be at work. That could be gaining a higher position at work. That could be in your family, taking on more responsibility in your family. Developing a family, because the King of Pentacles, the man holding the coin, is a little bit like the father, the spouse. It's that very, I'm getting medicinal, like medicinal energy. It's a masculine medicinal energy. Interesting terminology coming out with that. So it's very balanced, but it also does tell me, because it's holding the coin, a big part of 2021 for you is going to be about establishing your coin, like your bank balance, what you make, how you save it, how you hang on to it, how you develop and grow it. So what are you releasing? What are you releasing? Oh, jeez. Look at you. Patience. Out the window. Off we go. Bye-bye for now. Good for you. That was so funny. It's so funny because I started with Aquarius. If you know my channel, I start with Aquarius, do Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. And that whole strip right there, it kept coming through. Be patient, be patient, be patient, be patient. The first part of 2021, be patient. And I hit Leo, like threw the patience out the window. And it actually kind of seemed like everyone was waiting on Leo. Everyone who was being patient for Leo, maybe. I don't know. But, and now here you just like, bing, throwing it out the window. You've had enough, you're not waiting anymore. Your divine timing is coming in for you. So the patience doesn't need to be something that you need to work on. You're releasing that puppy. Isn't that nice to know for 2021? Okay, you receive. What is Libra receiving? Oh! We really need to pull cards on this. Well, you're not going to deceive my Libras, because they're getting a heads up here. So what is going on with that? Indecision is at the bottom. I feel like somebody... This is going to have to do with something significant in your life for 2021. I kind of feel like that. Like, I don't know. I can't imagine that there's going to be an incident at the ice cream store and they're going to tell you that they don't really have, like, double chocolate chip ice cream when they do. I mean, I don't think it's like that, right? Like, I think it's probably something a little more significant in your life. And I feel like... Oh, there we go. You know your path. Don't wave. Don't. Okay, somebody's going to try to deceive you. I just feel it. Like, it's right there. What are you receiving? You are receiving some sort of deception. You're going to be in indecision about something. There's some sort of choice, decision you need to make. I feel like it's something major in your life. It may very likely be related to this, to the man holding the coin. You may already be in some sort of indecision about something, or you're not sure about the truth about something, okay? You're not sure about the truth about something. And this is perhaps you've been very patient. Because when I see what you're releasing, it kind of says to me it's something that you've been working on, like now. You're kind of in it now, working on that now. So you've been working on patience. You've been very patient. You're receiving deceit. Either A, somebody... There's two ways I feel this playing out. I feel like someone may try to deceive you because they want you to go in a certain direction here. If you use your intuition and you're very confident about your choice, there'll be no problem, right? For others of you, I feel like there's something that has been unknown. And you may finally receive the answer about that because it's got you like this indecision is sitting here. There's the unknown, the moon card, and your confidence. Maybe it's affecting your confidence, but this will, so if this comes through and you get the answer, you'll know. Either way, you're going to come through it okay, right? Like, it's such a big dramatic card, like, oh my gosh. So let's keep pulling out the cards. So now, the most significant emotional moment for you, Libra, in 2021. Most significant emotional moment for Libra in 2021. Most significant emotional. Well, let's see. That's only 3. Oh, look at that. See, you are good enough. The energy is gaining momentum and hold your vision. Yeah, there might... Something that you're dealing with has got you in indecision. And again, like, it's kind of funny, you are good enough because, like, for me, the third chakra is really about your confidence. In the most basic way, about your confidence. So something may have deteriorated your confidence because you don't know all the facts or somebody's not being truthful with you. This patience is being released and the deceit is being received. So the truth is likely going to be told for you. So the energy is gaining momentum. I feel that a lot with patience being released. It's a shift. There's definitely shifts coming through in the upcoming year. And hold your vision. You know what you want in your life. You know what you're seeking. What you're dreaming. What you're wishing for. And I'll just go here. If you are good enough. But there might be some sort of deceit that's making you feel like you're not. You have to take time to breathe out. Confidence is your key to success. End of a tough cycle. And there's a whole bunch of stuff underneath there. I kind of like these two here. Because you are good enough. The third chakra. And confidence is your key to success. If the opportunity approaches the deceit, like if you feel like someone is deceitful with you or has been, almost like allow to come towards you, because it's going to give you resolution. I can almost hear in the background someone saying like, no way, Cindy, I would never talk to that person again. I would never let them communicate with me. I would never communicate with them again. But that's because you don't trust yourself. You don't trust yourself with them. You still think that they can manipulate you. But if the deceit is going to come right out in the open, you're better off facing it head on and closing that door, right? Because the devil still owns you if you won't face the deceit. Okay, so why? I'm just going to pull out these cards. And for the release, you have patience, right? So then this, my L-Key deck, She Who, is asking, well, why the release? She who sees, observe, perceive, and scrutinize. You're going to see the deceit. You're going to see it. Whatever this is deceiving you, you're going to see it, and it's going to free you in a way, right? Like it's going to free you. If you've been sitting in indecision and the unknown, and it's somehow deteriorated some of your confidence, you're releasing that. That's why. Because you're going to see the truth. So you're going to enable. It's going to enable you to know what direction to move in. Now, what do we have over here for why the receive with the deceit? She who changes, transformation, change, enchantment. She who frees, liberation, unrestrained freedom. Wow, I really see with this card too though. Like I get so much moon energy from that. And the moon, oh I got these all mixed up. The moon here, right? The goddess of the moon. That's kind of trying to harness the unknown here. Trying to understand what the unknown is. So that's why. It's time to know. It's time to know the truth. This will free you. The truth will set you free and transform and change. It's harnessing the energy of the unknown so that you can move forward freely. Oops, sorry. I knocked one of mine. I got these new crystals. I knocked one over. At the bottom, she who questions, curiosity, destiny, and search. You're definitely finding an answer to something you've been seeking. So let's say something you've been seeking in 2020. I think you're going to find the answer to that in 2021. And the answer is somehow wrapped up in a little package of deception. So, and I don't feel like it's you deceiving yourself. No, not with transformation, enchantment, liberation, freedom. Because there could be some negative cards here. Like if you were receiving deceit and you had negative cards on these ones that came out, then I would say you might be prone to deceiving yourself about a situation in the future in 2021 because you don't want to know it for what it is, or you know you're benefiting in some level with an arrangement, so you allow card sitting all by itself. Six of Pentacles, interesting. You know, you allow someone to get away with something because you still benefit in the connection somehow. I don't feel like that. I feel like you're going to gain some sort of information here that you've been seeking. So now we go to the tarot to get even more information. Ooh, the Ten of Swords is at the bottom. Some sort of ending. I think it's an ending in some sort of deception. Oh, somebody had a secret. Leo had a secret. Yeah. See? It feels like everything is centering around Leo 2021. It's up to them to create movement for the rest of us. And it's up to them to bring the truth forward. So what the hell? If you don't have a Leo friend, like, poke, come on, buddy. What's going on? Okay, so the release is the, Ace of Pentacles, King of Swords, Ten of Cups, Justice. That's a very interesting, well, there's your card, Justice. That's a very interesting release. Oh, wow. Okay. What I get here is you are releasing... It's funny. It mimics a little bit the energy of like reaching your achievement. I don't want to say victory because it was a little bit like Virgo. But it's releasing how you perceive moving forward. How you anticipate moving forward. How you anticipate a new beginning. You're releasing the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is pretty adamant about, you know, this. This is what I know. This is how it is. And this is what I'm doing today. Like this. It's really an intellectually controlled energy with the King of Swords. Could also say that it is your energy, but I want to say it's you in your hardest form. It would be you in your hardest form. Whereas this, the Justice card to me, is you in your most balanced form. So you are releasing the concept of what a new, or how a new beginning should be. You are releasing your concept of the Ten of Cups. What mutual love and happiness is with others. And in some way, by allowing justice to come in, to be released, it's allowing the universe to make things the way things maybe should be. And I know, I can see some people will think, well, you know, if we don't engage our freedom of choice, Cindy, other people do. And so then, you know, we could be spiraling down the hill towards the rocks, and it's not really that, right? Like, if most of the people on the planet just released, I guess, to having to control situations or having to control what they know or don't know, I think the universe would probably unfold in a much more pleasant way that was for our higher goods, where, you know, we're always trying to interfere, but often that is because we are reacting to stimuli around us that are created by others also. So this is a release, like you are, in one way, releasing patience. It's almost as if you won't feel like you're having to be patient anymore. I feel like I've said that. say that for? Because you're allowing the universe to let things unfold the way the universe wants to. It's like, I want to say that maybe whatever's going on for you in the last little while, or your concept of a new beginning for you, whether that's work and how well you would get along with the people there, like what kind of feelings would be involved in that would be really beneficial and happy and abundant, or a new home, a new partnership, and how happy and abundant that would be and what that would look like. It's kind of like releasing the control on that, releasing the interpretation of that, and allowing justice to be served. Allowing the universe to deliver something to you that you rightfully deserve. Maybe you're not imagining enough for yourself. I want to say, like, maybe you're imagining too much, but most of the time we don't. Like, I think most of the time we're kind of hard on ourselves. So you may not be imagining as much as the universe would really like to give to you. And at least I feel like in the beginning of 2021, you kind of recognize that. And so you remove your concepts and your hold on what this should be, and just allow things to unfold the way they should, right? Because observe, perceive, and scrutinize. Just allow things to play out in front of you and see what you learn. Now, the receive is interesting. You have the Five of Cups. Then you have the Four of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. Come here. Oh, sure. And then the Queen of Cups. Right, and this has something to do with receiving deceit. You know, the only thing I can see here is that, like, this card doesn't fit. This card doesn't fit. The Five of Cups doesn't fit here. Because you have the Four of Wands, which is celebration, is kinship, is, I like to say the joining of two sets of wands. So the two individuals, two people that come together in celebration that were once looking for something, perhaps one another, but it's a celebration card. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune, which tells us there's a karmic cycle changing here. There's a shift. So that shift could be good or that shift could be bad. But I think the shift is pretty good because it's the Queen of Cups. So this is mutual love, expression of love and feelings, abundance and joy and happiness. So you see, the Five of Cups doesn't fit because this is disappointment. This is something not working out the way someone hoped that it would, being really sad about it, maybe even depressed, not wanting to look at it. There's something that you're not seeing, right? And I think you will see it once you remove any concept that you've created in your mind here about what a new beginning would look like, about what the Ten of Cups would look like. You may be in a situation in 2021 where exactly what it is that you're looking for or hoping for, on whatever level that is, it's very open. Like, it could be a partnership, it could be a romantic partnership, it could be a business partnership, and it could be work, like where you feel really happy and comfortable with other people. I don't think you're going to see it at first. But because you have a certain concept of what that should be. But if the universe wants to deliver a concept to you that is really, really good for you, there's happiness, there's abundance, there's a change in your karmic cycle here. And it's shifting it towards love and the expression of love, knowing where you stand with people. People know where they stand with you. Feeling comfortable and safe in this cycle. It's a safe, comfortable, loving cycle. But if it's unlike any parameters that you've experienced before, you may not recognize it as that, right? Because you just know the parameter of the past. Or the parameters of the past. I feel like I need to pull clarifiers out for you. First, I'm going to go right to the King of Swords. You know, it's funny. The King of Swords was coming out a lot. Like a week or so ago. He was all over the place here. In the readings. He doesn't necessarily cut things out. He'll prevent anything from coming in so that he doesn't have to cut it out. Like, oh, and that's the thing. Because if he has a concept of what this needs to be or what this is going to be, it's not very expansive. Like if something new tries to come forward, but no, that's not how I know things to be, so we won't let that come in. The King of Swords. The Nine of Wands. The King of Swords. This is brilliant. I'm not going to pull anything else. The King of Swords is what you're releasing is clarified by the Nine of Wands into the Six of Wands. Turn that frown upside down. Oh my God. Because what is a 9 when you flip it? It's a 6. There, that's how you flip the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is being really exhausted. Like you've been through so much, you really can't do much more. Maybe you're so exhausted in whatever it is that you're looking for because it's not to be found in the form that you've been looking for it. It's not to be found in the form that you've been looking for it. It's so different from anything that you've looked for before. That's why you're so exhausted. King of Swords. And then turn it upside down. It gives you the 6. The Six of Wands. Victory. Oh, that's so funny. Because I said it reminded me of like the Virgo, like allowing victory to come in. Allowing the universe to produce victory for you. Allowing the universe to bring judgment, justice to you. Judgment, maybe. Because justice isn't about how you perceive things to be right or wrong. It is the karmic balance. It is the scales of karmic balance, of energetic balance. If you've always been taking from others, at some point, you know, the universe can't let things tip over. You're going to be giving to people. And it works exactly the other way too. If you've always been giving, the universe is going to correct that, and you're going to be receiving. So you may, you know what I want to say? I want to say that maybe you feel like whatever victory is for you, it's something that you need to give. There's a part you need to give. But in reality, the universe wants you to receive. The universe wants you to receive. You could be looking for something that you feel like needs you, or someone that needs you. But in reality, it's something that you need that the universe wants to give to you. That's interesting. That's fascinating. So the Five of Cups. The Five of Wands, the Ten of Wands. There's so much conflict in this energy, in this disappointment, to drop it. You're going to drop it. You're going to drop the Ten of Wands here. So tell us, dear Tarot, specifically about this Deceit card. The Deceit card, the Six of Cups. I don't know what that is. It's not showing its face. When the King of Cups. You don't know how to recognize this soulmate energy. That's what I want to say. You don't know how to recognize this soulmate energy. And I'm not telling it like that to you because, well, you're just so dumb. No, not at all. You guys are really smart, actually. Libras are really smart. Really smart. Very intuitively smart and emotionally smart, too. But, it's because this just doesn't fit the parameters that you are accustomed to. You know, you could even compare this to, like, it's a terrible, example, but it's so like cut and dry and true to what this could be. Is, you know, you could have grown up in a home where maybe you had a very narcissistic parent, whether you're male or female. One of your parents was very narcissistic. And let's say it was the opposite. So just to keep it very simple, you're heterosexual and you're a boy and your mom was a narcissist. So it's really all you knew. But in some ways, your home was still balanced. Y'all were fed. You went on trips periodically. You got to go to school and get a higher education. Like, you were able to do things. You still had opportunity, even though it was pretty toxic. And then moving forward, anyone that didn't fit that parameter when you were still kind of young, you weren't really necessarily trustful of them because you didn't know how to take that. Like, you want to give that there's something suspicious there. I don't know. So you kind of would fall back into getting into either relationships or groups of people that could be narcissistic because that's what you're used to. And even through your own understanding and developing yourself and growing, you still haven't experienced perhaps whatever this is for you. So you're going to deceive yourself. It is deceptive. There's definitely a deception there. Because I really like this. It's the King and Queen of Cups. So with the Six of Cups, I'm not really like stretching real hard here to say linked to deception. Like the King and Queen of Cups are counterparts. So this is a really dual, like Two of Cups kind of energy. And the Six of Cups is very nostalgic. It's someone from your past, from a past life. It's soul family here. But not recognizing it. But when you do, though, well, then you do. Then it all falls into place. Right? Then it all falls into place. I'm going to ask, what vision should you hold here? What vision should Libra hold? The Page of Swords. Keep an eye out. Watch, listen, observe. Oh. Observe, scrutinize, and perceive. That's so interesting. You're going to have an interesting 2021. You're going to meet someone. You're going to develop some sort of connection here that's really unlike anything that you've known before. It's really interesting. I'm just looking at everything to see if there's anything else I need to clarify. I don't know. Let's do the liberation and the freedom. In some way, I do feel like, though, that it's liberating you from all the concepts that you've had before. The liberation and the freedom, the liberation and the freedom. And I know some people are going to ask why I didn't take that card. I didn't take it because it didn't fully jump out. And sometimes I will take cards when they don't fully jump out, but it's because I can't get it back in. That one went in okay, though. Oh, bah. Oh, boy. Look at this. You got, so the liberation and freedom, you have the Nine of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the King of Swords, liberating and freeing you from broken heart, from sadness, finding real happiness. Finding real happiness. That seems pretty good. I love these readings. And you know, I want to say, like, these readings, they have really good outcomes because, I don't know, maybe I'm always hoping for good outcomes. I really am. But I know that you have to work to get to them. And I think that that's still here. It still talks to you about that, right? The whole idea is, I think, we can look at tarot and say the universe wants us to have good outcomes. Our choices are a big part of that, a really big part of that. So this is sort of the guidance to tell you that you can have a really good outcome here. But it's not the kind of outcome that you envision. just coming up with something. I'm picturing like this person who's been, grew up in like a little tiny town. There's like 500 people in the community. And thinking, wow, this is pretty much it. I guess I'll marry Billy Bob and I'll be on the farm. And not like realizing that, you know, there's a millionaire is going to pull into the community and you're selling your cute little flowers at some stand. And then your whole world is expanding. Like that's kind of what I mean. I don't know that there's not a million. That's not important. But it's just like, it's so expansive beyond what you know. If we can just allow ourselves to release a little bit, you can see how far and how good things can go for you. Because things want to go really good, turning the Wheel of Fortune into the Queen of Cups. I'm going to ask one more question for you. Is there any way to know who the King of Cups is for you? How to recognize the King of Cups? Oh, there is the man holding the coin. Maybe he is a millionaire for you. Don't let him buy you, honey. How do you know? How will they know? How will Libra know the King of Cups? Yeah, the King of Cups. Oh, it's the Emperor. Somebody has a lot of responsibility, a lot of leadership in the community. The Six of Swords is at the bottom. That's interesting. It's definitely a very mature and stable energy. Like you have the King of Cups, the King of Swords, the King of Pentacles with the man holding the coin. You didn't get the King of Wands. But I don't know, this guy's all red. It was the Emperor, because the Emperor is the embodiment of all the kings. So this is a very mature, very stable energy. That's fascinating. Interesting reading. Sometimes I get so like drawn into these. It's like a soap opera. I get that happens with my mom. She watches Coronation Street. And so whenever I'm at her place, like I'll watch it with her. And I'm like, oh, and then what she does is she tapes them all, like PVRs them all for the week. And then kind of binge watches them. And then I'm like really into it. And what drives me crazy is they'll show you like a family or a dynamic for a few episodes. And then they don't anymore. And they leave you hanging. Like, oh, I want to know more. So I almost feel like I want to come back and you guys can tell me like all about this. Because it's really interesting. But then when I come home, I don't watch it anymore. Because I was like, no, I don't watch it. And then, anyways. Okay, I'm going to go do the, the extended and find out, yes, success. The success spread for you in 2021. This is interesting. All right, guys. Thank you so much, Libra. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.